Brightlingsea Creek has 24-hour access, for my shallow draft slug anyway, and there are always plenty of places to hide from the strong winds and yet still get a sail in.
Well, there we are, March, and it's a beautiful sunny day. Fantastic.
And just across the way there is what I believe to be one of the finest yacht anchorages on the east coast, Pyfleet Creek.
Drop it. Good.
I use the night lights to light the cabin and also to heat the cabin. And there's my glass of whiskey.
The Cone has long been a mecca for sailing craft. They used to build sailing barges here, and it once supported the biggest sprat fleet in the UK. And smack racing is still a major activity. Even today, Tuesday evening will see 60 or 70 cadets from Brightlingsea Sailing Club out and around Creekman. These waters are host to racing boats of all types, from the stoutly seaworthy GP14s. Our family owned two, I built one of them when I was still a teenager, to the fast racing cats that have always found a welcome here. The town even produced a couple of Olympic gold medal sailors. And just to sail in the same water as the mighty Reg Whites was a privilege. There is one minor problem with the place though. Too many motorboats and twazzocks in personal watercraft. On a sunny weekend with a midday high tide, the bloody things make it almost unbearable. The sensible thing to do is to go hide up a creek until they've all packed up and driven their shiny, over-engineered 4x4s back to Romford. Brightlingsea has always regarded its waterfront as a working area. Today it still has a wharf, sort of, recently being used for scrap metal. But back in 1996 it was also used for loading live sheep for export to France, Spain and even further afield. Protesters moved in and the bill for policing the so-called Battle of Brightlingsea was £4 million, which at the time seemed like a lot of money. Now, just over a decade later, it's nothing more than a half-decent city bonus. My, how things have changed. Brightlingsea's seafaring work ethic means that it's currently host to a fleet of workboats that support the wind farms of Gunfleet. They're an interesting collection of vessels, and it's great to see working men back on the water in Brightlingsea. Of the towns of the Cone, Brightlingsea was the last to give up on shipbuilding. The James and Stone Yard used to make tough sea-going vessels, everything from small freighters to landing craft. But when the yard closed, Brightlingsea decided to hand the badly contaminated site over to a developer. The result? 176 of the ugliest, most obtrusive balcony-festooned apartments to be built anywhere on the east coast.
Those buildings are terrible. Brightlingsea, what did you do to yourself? These things really are the biggest self-inflicted wound I've ever seen.
But the recession has stopped the development in its tracks. The Polish builders were sent home, The bricks now wait for Gordon to do something about the economy. Only a few of the apartments have been completed, and many remain unsold. So new residents have moved in. Not the sort envisaged by the developers at all.
This came in December.
Yeah.
Myself and Jan, who's the site manager, we came into the office here to ask about the potential of renting, and we were basically dressed similar to this.
Yeah.
And, oh no, these are executive things. And what they didn't realise was we was part of a 100-person project team, and we were the pathfinders.
Yeah. But it's amazing, isn't it? These were put up for toffs, and blokes who are building wind farms are living in them. So it's good for you blokes, isn't it?
Lads from steel towns like Scunthorpe.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So we
who's got the ones that look over the water though?
We've got one or two of them. We've got some of the posh duplex ones up here.
Are they nice to live in?
Yeah, but you wouldn't buy one. They're very poorly built.
Are they? They're cold.
No, because we've got a heating deal.
Yeah. but they would be expensive to heat, would they? I'd love to live somewhere where you could see the tide come and go, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
What did you do before?
I was a diver.
Were you?
Yeah.
And then how old are you?
46.
Yeah. So you get to, eventually you get too old, don't you? Or,
Yeah, 38, 40. You're gone, mate.
Yeah. It's good money while it's going, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Yeah.
Is it?
So do you miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I do. Would you miss sailing? If somebody took your yacht away and you never got another one.
I fucking hate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's me,
Yeah.
So.
And really, just going down on a diving holiday in Egypt doesn't cut the mustard.
No, that's not even fun. That's just full of tourists, mate. You know what I mean? Just getting. So.